And now, The Intelligence of Trees, a Herology research project. When you think of trees, you think of a silent, half-conscious or even unthinking mass of uncut lumber just sitting there in a field photosynthesizing? If you do, it's normal, but I'm here to prove the conception is undermining the real grandiosity of the tree. Trees are so much more than that idea. Neil deGrasse Tyson, scientist and host of docuseries Cosmos, Possible Worlds, had hosted an episode of the show explaining the mistakes humans had made in searching for intelligent life. We had begun scanning the night sky for alien radio signals without even defining intelligent life, or even thinking to recognize it on Earth. So how would we define intelligent life? Most of us would think that intelligence begins with brains, behaviors, or even civilizations, but new research has shown that trees may be qualified to some of us as being intelligent. First off, we need to look at a tree's environment. Generally, a tree would have more trees planted in the general vicinity, barring those weird trees just randomly planted in cities, just sitting there alone. As it turns out, trees living in one area have a form of communication between themselves and the fungus also populating the area. This is known as mycelium, and for any fellow Minecrafters out there, it looks nothing like pinkish grass. It's a vast complex of roots, topsoil, and receptors on the edge of those roots. But these communications aren't fueled the same way our neurons are. They happen on a much slower scale of time. If a caterpillar were to munch on the leaf of a tree, the pain would march an inch every hour to the tree itself. Then it feels pain. And once it does, a surprising thing happens. The tree takes a small sample of saliva from the attacker long after it is left. Then a group of cells get to work to produce a pheromone that attracts the enemy of the creature. Say, a bird or a larger bug to do the fighting for the tree. That's smart. But trees do things even smarter. Say a sapling takes root next to a larger tree. Botanists have observed that the larger tree will grow to shade its smaller counterpart. This may be a form of competition, but it'll also be a form of motherly love. Of that, we're just not sure. If a sapling grows too fast, its trunk will be too thin to support it later in life. So it could be observing the older tree trying to protect its younger cousin from its own growth. And one last thing. Scientists have recently observed the effect of trees being cut down, but not on the dying tree, on the ones around it. And the results are shocking. They have observed every tree in the near vicinity slowly sending life support to the doomed tree, glucose, and other vital nutrients. Soon, you begin to see small branches jutting from the stump. So, what's the point of this research project? I want to help you understand that trees are worth saving. I want all of you to do some thinking and try to integrate nature back into your lives. Plant a tree or two, or if you're like me, you can even name it. Maybe one day humans can reintegrate the ecosystem into our society in peace. Because there has recently been a grave milestone in human history. All the biological matter found in nature is now outweighed by human-made materials. Plastic, metal, concrete, you name it. Our future is dependent on the success of nature, no matter how hard we try to deny it. So I ask all of you to go green, do your own research, and embrace nature like a true heroologist. Thank you for your time.